Hello, everyone. Before this episode begins, we want to say our condolences to
Robbie Coltrane, he is or was the actor who played Hagrid. Unfortunately, died at the age of 72. And even though we both are very fresh Harry Potter fans,
Mhm.
Hagrid was an amazing character and I think taught us the valuable lesson of friendship, love, and overall magical world of a very dark place. So rest in peace, brilliant half giant man, and may you rest in peace. Hopefully, others people will be able to learn from your message as well as carry your message into their lives. Thank you very much, Hagrid.
I'm wrong. That's not your fucking problem. This is a back-to-back, dude. I wanted to fucking like do something sick and like skydive into the stadium or some shit.
I wanted to shave your head.
We're not shaving my fucking head.
Well, I'm not gonna fucking dress up in a fucking elephant costume.
Okay, sorry, that you just can't fucking be on brand for once in your life. Yeah, you like the mammoth trunk? Yeah, you like that, huh? Oh, shit. Time for this. God damn it. Let's go! Fuck!
Keaton? Ah, shit.
Hello, everyone. This is Josh. We are doing the JP connection, and I said we. I have no idea where fuck Peter is. He said he would be here. I have no idea where he is though. So
behind you.
Yeah?
Behind you.
Outside.
Hi.
Oh shit! You fucking apparated. What the fuck is
Yeah.
this shit?
Yeah, dude.
Dude.
I gotta use an invisible cloak.
You have the invisible cloak.
Yeah, it's.
Since when? What the fuck? Hold on, I think that's a bigger issue that you have. You have an invisible cloak.
Yeah.
All right. Hello, everyone. As you can see, finally, Boy is back with me,
Yep.
and I don't know if you could tell from our wardrobe right now
Yeah.
and our special our wands that have chosen us graciously
Mhm.
for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But we are doing a Harry Potter themed podcast today
Mhm.
in honor of Halloween. Boy and I have been watching all the Harry Potter movies
Mhm.
for the past month, I believe.
Yeah.
We watched one movie at least every other night or whatever.
Mhm.
So Harry Potter is very fresh in our brains, and we thought it'd be a very fun idea for us to do a Harry Potter themed podcast.
Yeah.
So I think as you can see from our robes, we are both Ravenclaw. We have both taken the official Harry Potter Pottermore sorting quiz.
Mhm.
I've always been Ravenclaw. That's something I got when I was younger. I took it recently. Still Ravenclaw.
Mhm.
Boy actually took his everything very recently. So you want to describe that, like your process?
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, like when we watched the first movie,
Mhm.
we all like just you, me, Starfish, Matt.
That and some other friends of ours. So I don't know when, just because I've always enjoyed the Harry Potter universe. I never particularly grew up with it. It was never my personal fan fanfic or what? Not fanfic, but not fanfic. That was not the word. I mean, that was not the stuff I was really into. I was more of a Percy Jackson kid,
Yeah.
and recently I noticed that all the Harry Potter movies were released to Peacock, and so I was like, I'm gonna watch it. I pitched the idea to Boy and like some of our other friends. Boy has actually never seen the movies. He only seen the first two.
Yeah,
Right?
no, just the first one.
First one.
Just the first one.
So we thought it'd be a good idea for a movie night with us, between us and our friends, and we have varying opinions on the movies. This is only movies. Obviously, I've never read the books. Boy has never read the books either.
Mhm.
I know some things just because of other research that I partake in. But what do you want to start first? Do you want to talk about the movies, or do you want to talk about the general Harry Potter universe that we like?
Let's do the general Harry Potter universe.
All right, so we both took Ravenclaw. We both got sorted into Ravenclaw. Did you think you'd be ever? Do you think you would be sorted into Ravenclaw, or what did you originally think?
Really, like As someone who doesn't watch Harry Potter movies or understand the universe,
Mhm.
it'd be like a good opportunity to get to know like who I am in that universe.
Mhm.
So I think my Patronus is like a bird.
We're a burp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's really cool that Ravenclaw and my Patronus is a bird.
Yeah. Very fitting. I would never expect you to be Ravenclaw. Actually,
Oh really?
I thought you would be like Gryffindor, Hufflepuff,
Oh really?
just because the way I see you is completely different. Because our interactions are stupid.
Oh yeah.
Because the way Boy and I interact is like we both are relatively smart. I would say that we're both relatively smart.
Mm-hmm.
But it's when we're together, our IQ drops below 100 because the way we both work off each other in terms of like people, in terms of like how we play games,
Mm-hmm.
we are very stupid.
Oh yeah.
We are not clever at all. So I guess it's very fitting that we both are in Ravenclaw, just because. Yeah, I mean we both value intelligence, I believe, and I feel like that intelligence either exceeds just because I know how you think, and you know how I think.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's really fun to see how. Yeah, no, we homies on that level.
Yeah.
I actually expected. So I took the Ravenclaw thing, or I got Ravenclaw again. I actually expected myself to get sworn to Slytherin, just because I feel like the person who took it a few years ago is different from the person who I am now.
Mhm.
I'm very much more. I just changed a lot just
Yeah.
when I first took it, but I'm still Ravenclaw, and I'm pretty happy about that because I pride myself in Ravenclaw. I really love the colors, the blue and the black. I think it's really sick. The silver and the bronze eagle, or it's the bronze eagle, yeah. So I really like that. And then, um, yeah, I think all our friends, we took the Palmer questions or quiz. We got like what, 3 Ravenclaws with between me, you, and Starfish.
Mhm.
Matt got Slytherin, as well as like another friend of ours. What did Josh get? I forgot. Did he take it? Did
I
he
don't-
also get Ravenclaw?
I don't remember. I know Jazz is.
Jasmine is Gryffindor. I was not ready for that. I was wholeheartedly expecting Hufflepuff. And then no, she got Gryffindor. I was like, you know what? This proves I don't know her as much. But then yeah, it was a really fun night. We all took the quiz. My Patronus is still somewhat the same. I still got a dog instead of I think I got I forgot which dog I got at the beginning, but then now I got a beagle. So, and then beagle is actually my favorite dog. So, I don't know if you know this, but according to like the actual like Pottermore articles,
Mhm.
if your Patronus is your favorite animal, that shows that like your personality is something you're unable to hide. Like, it's because like your Patronus is like this is your secret self, your awakened self.
Mhm.
But if it's your favorite animal, you have a personality or something that's really hard to hide. That's why I think I believe Dumbledore's Patronus is Phoenix, so that's why Fox is his favorite. That's why his and like the way he acts is very hard to hide because he's such a powerful wizard, and the way he interacts with other people, everyone knows him. So I guess my personality is very hard to hide.
Yeah.
Which is fair, I guess, because I don't know. The way I act it's pretty out there, so
Oh yeah.
what else is there? The wand selection was I don't remember my wand. Do you remember your wand?
So this is like from the official Harry Potter website. This is basically like Ravenclaw wand.
Yeah, you have the Ravenclaw diadem.
Yeah. It's really nice.
Has
Really
some,
nice.
has some
They
heft to
they
it.
do have another Ravenclaw wand, but it's kind of boring. I stick with this more aesthetic. Actually has the raven on.
That's really sick.
Yeah.
I like it. I just got an Amazon one. You can't see it, but there's a emerald green in here, and it's a small black wand. I was gonna get on Amazon. There's a bunch of selections, especially for this wand company, and I was on a call with Boy because we were talking about wands, And I was like, oh, I really like this wand. Like this wand's like speaking to me just because I love green. It's my favorite color, and I just like the look of it. But then I saw one that was had an actual raven on it, and I was like, I feel like this is more fitting for the wardrobe I'm going with. But then Boyd kept saying, no, the wand chooses you. And I was like, fuck it. The wand has chosen me. It's this one. And I've been playing with this for the past like few days just because it's just fun to hold. Like I get to reenact all my favorite spells. I get to reenact like how I would be if I was a wizard in the Harry Potter universe. So it's a really fun thing to have, and I'm actually really upset that I got into the Harry Potter fandom so late. Like I wish I was a fan when the books were coming out and like the movies were new, stuff like that. But it's okay because Harry Potter is still a dominant force within the world.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's enough for our general wizardry things. You want to talk about movies now? Or
Yeah.
All right. So this is gonna be a long one because we have varying feelings about each movie. Okay. So as I said before, this is strictly only movie stuff.
Yep.
Boy has only watched movies. I only watch movies. I know some things about the book just because of YouTube analyses.
Dumbledore says quietly.
Yeah. Dumbledore says quietly, like what the fuck? It's such a stupid thing. But if you are a Harry Potter fan, I'm pretty sure you've heard the YouTube channel, Super Carlin Brothers, and if you don't know, they do a lot of the analyzing and theories about the Harry Potter universe. So I've watched them ever since I was middle school.
Oh, okay.
So I watched them for a while, and so I got a lot of my Harry Potter knowledge without even knowing about the movies from that YouTube channel. So I went into this not blind. I knew a lot of stuff that was going to happen.
All right.
I just didn't know how it would happen. But let's start with Sorcerer's Stone, right?
Yeah, Sorcerer's Stone, the first movie.
First movie, and we both knew about Sorcerer's Stone. I've watched bits and pieces. You've watched the entire movie. So, what do you think about Sorcerer's Stone as a movie?
It's a pretty good start. No, Harry was like 10 years old.
He was 11.
10 or 11. 10 or 11.
10 or 11, yeah.
10 or 11. Really good origin story of what's going to happen for the rest of the movies. It's as a kid, like it's really exciting. Now watching now, it's like, okay, I want to see how the story. Yeah. So, like, there's so much uncovered in the first movie, especially at the end. We got the Sorcerer's Stone all this time, which I still think about. Was like, how did he actually? No.
Yeah, that's something because I was confused by. Apparently, I think in the books they talk about this too. But so how they did it was Dumbledore hid the stone in the mirror. That's why he was able to grab it. That's why it was in his pocket. So I never understood that because I guess so. The mirror is supposed to like, it's your greatest desire, right? So I guess Dumbledore figured out that Harry would know how to get the stone. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. But in terms of what you thought about, what you said about, it's a good story. I 100% agree. The way we see his life before Hogwarts, him living with the Dursleys is always. I hate it so much.
We're going to the zoo.
We're going to this, and he just, oh my god, Dudley is such an asshole. Dudley's an asshole, the Dursleys are assholes, all of them, and it's such a good story because you want him to get out of there as much as anyone else, right? Because he doesn't deserve it, and then it's that when he finally meets people who are like him, I obviously loved his first time in Diagon Alley. Like, we get to see this world, just like Harry. It's so interesting. Obviously, him picking a wand from Ollivanders was really magical. Him just going around town and everyone knows him for some reason. That's like...
Because he's the boy who lived.
The boy who lived, and he doesn't really know that either. And I think my favorite part, though, was it sets up all these like very interesting um plot points that aren't introduced until later, like talking about the greatest um magic that Voldemort never knew was love. That's why Harry Potter survived. What else is talking about? I feel like there was like other Easter eggs that were dropped. I think talking about a little bit about Snape and like his interaction with Harry for setting up the big reveal for the later movies, and then I think the troll scene is iconic. Like even without knowing Harry Potter, I knew about the troll scene. I've always watched bit of that bit of story whenever it came on TV, and then Ron, Ron's a special boy. We get introduced to Neville, the best character in the world. Neville Longbottom, the OG, the actual the actual chosen one. I feel like. What else is there? What'd you think about setting up the friendship between the three of them, Hermione and Ron?
Hermione and Ron.
Yeah.
It's just like they're like kids, so
they're kids.
Like, sort of like build a friendship, like able to trust each other later on throughout the movies. All I can say. It's just like a good start.
Yeah. That is one thing I do see a lot of critiques about with the movies versus the books, is that they made Ron into such a worthless character in the movies, because apparently, the way book readers have described Ron was he's the one with experience. He's the person because he's lived in the magical world for his entire life. The Weasleys are a very prominent name, purebloods who don't care about pure blood identification. So he's the one who should theoretically experience and know all this stuff. But they gave every single piece of that line to Hermione because she's smart. And I'm like, I really want to root for Ron because I really like Ron. Everyone has a Ron in their group, and I feel like I'm the Ron in the group.
Oh yeah.
But like, he just gets shafted so many times. But I mean, whatever. We need to talk about the trials, challenges that they had to do.
Oh yeah.
Was that in Chambers? No, Chambers was the other one. Sorcerer's Stone has the wizard chest, right?
Wizard chest?
Yeah, because that's how they get to the Sorcerer's Stone. Yeah, because in Chambers, that's when they're with Lockhart, and Hermione's paralyzed. I remember.
Yeah.
So, what was your favorite? What was your favorite challenge they had to overcome?
I think like understanding the like how at the end.
Yeah. That's Coral the entire time.
Yep.
I like well, I think the wizard chest stuff is really cool. Like, you can see Ron actually do something, and he's really cool about it. He's like, "I'll be the knight." And he's like, "Ron, I don't think you have to write it. He doesn't have to be on top of the thing, but whatever. It's a cool story."
Hey, he's doing big brain moves.
He's doing big brain. He lives, I guess. I love the line of "Not me, not Hermione, but it's you." It's like, oh, Ron, you understand. You a homie. You know what's up. Oh, I love how we get introduced to broomstick class, the flying classes.
Yep.
Because we get to see asshole Draco Malfoy being an asshole, and then Harry Potter becomes a best ass seeker because of course he is. He's Harry Potter. And this movie, it does such a good job of setting up this world to be a very magical place. What else is there? That's really, I can't think of anything that stand out about the movie itself, because I mean it's just an overall it's a good origin story, as you said. Where would you rank the movie on a scale like 1 to 10?
Sorcerer's Stone is 9.
You say a 9, really?
Yeah,
why a 9? Why a 9?
All right. So basically, no. Watching it as a kid, no. It's just very iconic. With no introduction of Hogwarts, various locations, the professors. Sets off like a good start of the franchise as overall.
Plus, you get to meet Dumbledore,
Yeah.
who is the coolest character. Unfortunately, they do have to change it, but we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
I would give the movie a 7, just because it's a strong start, and it makes me want more. It's not if it's. I did have some issues with in terms of. Actually, it's weird. I don't have any issues, but it didn't blow me away. So I'd give it a strong 7 or 8 just because it's a very good introduction. Because I feel like it shouldn't be that good of a movie just because the way it sets up everything is more important. But I guess as a movie, I can see why it's a 9 or 10 just because generally I don't see any flaws. There's nothing that stands out to me as a flaw. Yeah, I really enjoyed it though. I think it was a strong start and I had fun with it. It was a fun movie.
Yeah.
So you want to talk about Chamber of Secrets?
Chamber of Secrets.
Chamber of Secrets, spoiler alert, is still my favorite of the Harry Potter movies. That was the one movie I watched a lot, or I watched portions of. I never actually watched the entire thing. But I still say it's my favorite of the Harry Potter movies. It's a strong 9 to 10 out of 10 for me. So, but before we get into that, what did you think about Chamber of Secrets?
Chamber of Secrets, it builds up more. I really like the add-on with introducing new characters. Professor of Dark Arts Magic.
Oh, Gilderoy Lockhart. Pretty obvious, isn't it?
Yeah. And then, yeah, it really expands more of the story. Seeing kind of the main antagonist, even though we saw the first movie kind of did a little bit, but it shows the who Voldemort is as Tom Riddle, which
yeah, I think definitely it sets up a lot more. I love we get to learn about Horcruxes without even learning about Horcruxes.
Yeah,
like I love how we're introduced to this diary. We don't know why it's important, but when Harry stabs it, it works. And then I love how it's very okay, kind of makes sense. Tom Riddle is technically part of that diary, so if we kill the diary, we kill him. That makes somewhat sense. I love how it sets up 4 to 5 movies beforehand that Horcruxes are a thing.
Yeah,
and you wouldn't have known that until a lot more movies and books. What else is there? We get introduced to a lot of characters: Ginny, Lockhart. Who else do we get introduced
to? The one professor has the big glasses, or that's the next movie.
I think Trelawney's in the next movie.
All right, then the gardening teacher.
Oh, Mrs. Sprout.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miss Sprout, because she's making potions that cure paralysis. Let's see, well, I really like this one just because I love the mystery element of all. I love how you hear the voice and it's kind of that's fucking scary. What the hell? It's so scary. And then the big reveal that Chamber of Secrets has been opened. Mrs. Norris has been brutally hurt, and everyone thinks it's Harry because he spoke Parseltongue. I love the introduction of Parseltongue too because it's very oh, I didn't know that. He didn't know that either. And I love how even he thinks it's it's fucking wizards.
Well, in the first movie, he understands the snakes.
He understands it, yeah. But we never understood why we think it's a wizard thing, right? Wizards can pretty much do anything magical. And then when it's revealed that no, parcel mounts are evil, or they have always been evil. So I love that big reveal that oh wait, is Harry actually somewhat evil because he has all these abilities and he has a direct connection to Voldemort. So it's very it sets up that it could be possible, but we don't know because we're just like Harry. What's there? Dude, when they introduce, I forgot his name, the photographer kid.
Oh yeah.
I forgot his name. Is he the kid that he's blowing up?
No.
It was that different kid.
No, it was a different one.
I love that kid though because I love how he's so keen on just every photo.
Yep.
When fucking Ron is barfing out slugs. He's like, "Harry, turn him over. Let me take a picture." I'm like, dude, I can't. That kid's.
Oh yeah, then Ron broke his wand.
Did he break it?
Yeah, he broke his wand.
Oh yeah, he broke it on the way there. I forgot.
Yeah, they were driving. Ron and
Oh, you want to talk about the driving scene?
yeah.
So what as a first time viewer, what did you think about it?
It's pretty hilarious because Ron is driving underage. I don't know about the United Kingdom, but as for US, it's pretty illegal.
It's a magic car too. I think we're forgetting that it's a magic car. And he does a pretty okay job though. I mean, he lands in the Whomping Willow, but I mean that's whatever. He got there fine. So obviously, the driving scene was iconic. I think because Ron's face is so fucking relatable. It's when he turns, he's like, and I'm like, boy, I feel you. I feel you on a spiritual level. That I'm afraid of that too. And then what else is there that's so funny? I love the fucking letter that Miss Weasley sent him.
Oh yeah,
the screecher, and just that wand that's just a bitch,
Mhm.
or that letter. It's like he's just being humiliated, and I'm like, my boy. Granted, you fucked up, but you didn't deserve it that hard.
yeah.
It's the Weasley's fault for getting to the bus late.
Oh yeah.
They know. Miss Weasley knows that the bus leaves at exactly like
No, the train, not the bus. Train, not a bus.
whatever, wizard bus. The train leaves exactly at the same time every time. So why are you still late? That's your fault. That's just poor planning on your end, Mrs. Weasley. I still love you though. You're a really good character. You're just an asshole to Ron.
Oh yeah, and then we got our first introduction to Dobby.
Oh yeah, old Dobby. Oh my, I totally forgot about Dobby. Oh man, we're gonna talk about Dobby later on. But what's your first? What was your first thoughts about Dobby?
Well, Dobby is just an asshole. Then
For good reason though.
yeah, but at the end of the movie, it's revealed that he was a master of Draco's father.
Yeah, Draco's father was
Yeah,
actually,
yeah. And then when Harry freed him, I was like, oh hey, no, he's not an asshole. He's not an asshole anymore. But later on in the movies, we'll talk more.
Yeah, we'll talk more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the one thing which I was like, I couldn't finish the movies just because when we're first introduced to Dobby, I was like, this elf is gonna ruin Harry Potter's life. He dumps the pudding on the one lady's hair.
Mhm.
He just in general messes up Harry's life. And then when you realize, yeah, because Harry, you are a wanted person. If you go back there, you're gonna die.
Mhm.
And it's like, that's fair. You know what? You don't want him to die. Obviously, he's a good kid, but this proves that Dobby really is a good character. Because I love all these subtleties of Dobby, like when Harry tells him to sit down, and Dobby sits down, but he still like kneels. I love that moment where it's like, okay, so even when he's invited to be on the same level, he's still in a submissive position. Obviously when he's freed, I love how first thing he does is immediately defend Harry, and I'm like, fuck yeah, Dobby, you fuck him up, you fuck up that Death Eater. But this proves that either Lucius Malfoy is a fucking weak ass wizard, or Dobby's just not strong. So it's like, let's go, Dobby, fucking fight back. And then we never get to see him until later movies.
Yep. Oh
So-
yeah, then the Spars scene though. I had to
Fuck that, dude.
I had to sit with you.
You talk about the Spars scene then.
All right, so the Spars scene, it was when Ron and Harry went to the Forbidden Forest, right?
Yep.
And then they had to talk to Hagrid's spider. Apparently, it was Hagrid's
I
for some.
forgot what was the Spars name.
No, but Spider. I think Harry asked the Spider about the Chamber of Secrets. No, where is it at? Then, as the first appearance of Spider is fucking huge.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah. And then throughout the entire scene, I had to basically hold his hand in a Discord call.
Okay. That was another thing that I could never finish the movies, because the Spires scene always terrified me, I'm fine with spiders. I think spiders are fine. I love spiders. But this is a big ass spider. They're hairy as fuck. And I don't like when they zoom on the eyes. Because the eyes are like the worst parts about a spider. I don't like that. And the fact that they're huge. And I love how at first the spider's like, yeah, no, hello, friends of Hagrid. And then it's like, hello there, big ass spider. And then we get to learn that obviously Hagrid's innocent. Hagrid has some sort of connection with Tom Riddle. And then he reverses card saying, listen, I can't let my prey walk away when my son and daughters are hungry. Goodbye, friends of Hagrid. And it's like, fuck you, you asshole, Spider-Man. Like, I thought, fuck you. It's so, I don't like it, man. And then I'm with Ron still. I don't want to be there. Fang is not helping. Fang is a coward. I feel you, Fang. And then, what else is there? I just don't like spiders. I don't like that. Big ass spiders.
But the car saved the day.
The car did save the day. Car came in clutch. Oh yeah, we get to see why Dumbledore's a fucking cool ass dude.
Oh yeah.
Because I love the scene where even though Harry's invisible, obviously Dumbledore knows that that someone's there. And I love how he especially looks directly at Harry and he's like, no, Hogwarts will always be a safe place for those who ask for help. And I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. Because I love how this is essentially Dumbledore telling Harry to like, dude, trust me. Because the same thing happened with Tom Riddle. Tom Riddle knew something, but never spoke up about it. So, and then that's what turned him into the Dark Wizard. So I think this is Dumbledore trying to fix that mistake, trying to be more active and like, hey, fucking, I know what's up, but I'm ready for you to talk to me when you want. And this kind of sets up that relationship between Dumbledore and Harry, that loyalty where it's so strong. Yeah. You want to talk about Lockhart? The best character in the world, Mr. Gilderoy Lockhart.
I mean, as a if I was in his shoes, I would definitely fuck around as like the most popular.
As a cheat?
Yeah.
As a fucking liar?
Yeah.
He's a Ravenclaw too.
I mean, we go wrong.
I love Lockhart's personality in terms of this guy's an idiot, and I love how all the teachers know. These teachers are jeopardizing the students' lives, where they're like, "Oh, I love McGonagall saying, oh, Mr. Lockhart, you've dealt with these kinds of beasts before. Settle then, you're going to kill it." And he's like, "Yeah, I will." And everyone's like, "Yeah, you will." And I'm like, fucking teachers are assholes. Because you know that he's not going to do it. And you're just kind of poking him. You're like, yeah, do it, fucking coward.
Yeah.
And it's like, bruh, why don't you do it? I understand that you want Lockhart to be shamed a little bit just because he's higher. But goddamn, Ginny's life is at stake. Oh, and that's another big reveal. Did you expect Ginny? We were in the call and we were talking about it. I think, who'd you say? You said it was a teacher, right?
Yeah, it was the Lockhart. It was Lockhart.
So that was your thing. I was kind of like, oh. So why'd you think it was Lockhart?
Well, just like when the murder happened, it just comes in pretty late, into the scene. So I was speculating. I was like, it could be a Lockhart of all people.
And all the dark wizards and all the dark defense against the dark arts teachers have been villains.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. Lockhart, an opportunist, someone who's very, oh, what did I miss? Am I a bumbling idiot like Quirrell? But then, no, it was Ginny. So what was your first reaction when it was Ginny?
It was completely, it turned my world upside down.
Did you?
Because I think in front of the films we don't see Jenny as much. Yeah. But I just don't think about it through. Then when it revealed that Jenny was the one, well, she had the diary. She has Tom Riddle's diary because Draco's dad placed it there so I didn't really expect to take him through.
Yeah.
Yeah, pick up the little on the way.
Yeah, I think that was even as like me. I was kind of like, yeah, how did Ginny get Lucius putting in her book? Then, I love the sort of romantic. We're gonna get into this later.
Yeah.
But it's setting up that love between them two. Obviously, we knew that Ginny had a crush on him when they first met, and he likes him, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, cool, hello, Ron's sister." And what'd you think about the final fight scene with the Basilisk and Harry?
Badass.
Okay, you thought it was badass?
Yeah, then the figures come in clutch with the sorting hat with the sword.
Sorting at the sword, Gryffindor. I thought the fight scene was okay. In general, I thought it was because I mean it's okay in my mind. I know he's not a fighter. No one's world is, especially because he's magic. He's just I see him trying his best to like just swipe at it, and granted, makes sense. You're trying to at least defend yourself, but this I feel like the Basilisk would have been like, okay, fuck, I'm gonna still get you. But I didn't like the just swinging that he did. Granted, it makes sense, but for me, as I'm spoiled by like anime and stuff like that, where people are actually fighting back and stuff like that. So it wasn't my particular favorite scene. I do like the fact that he does stab it through the mouth. I thought that was really sick. And then Harry uses the poison to kill him off. And of course, Fox coming in was really cool because once again it flips back to Harry Potter asking for help from Dumbledore from someone, and obviously Fox is a very important thing to Dumbledore. So this is Dumbledore's way of showing, yeah, fucking, you need me, I'm there, I got you, homie. And Fox can do anything pretty much. He's the reason why Harry's and Voldemort's wand exist.
Yeah, and then you keep mentioning Foxes and Phoenixes a lot.
So.
Our ratings.
What's up?
The ratings for Chambers of Secrets?
Oh, easily 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 for me.
Alright.
What do you think about it?
It's an 8.
You think it's 8? Okay.
Yeah.
Why an 8?
It's just the unexpected aspect of it that Jenny was the one. So, it just kind of threw me off, but overall, it's a pretty solid movie. Solid.
Okay. And now we get into the, at least between our friend group, highly contested Prisoner of Azkaban. You start first, because your reaction is way funnier.
Alright, so to give the general context of the story, so prisoner, Sirius Black just broke out of prison. Then the new Defense of Dark Arts professor,
the best teacher in the world,
yeah,
motherfucking Remus Lupin.
Yeah, and then let's see. Yeah, Harry still has like suspicions on Sirius Black. He thought he killed his family.
Yeah, that's what everyone thought.
Yeah, and then later on in the movie, it was revealed that Sirius Black wasn't the one who did kill Harry's parents. But then Ron's rat was actually one of Voldemort's servants.
Yeah, Peter Pettigrew.
Yeah.
So obviously, all right. Let's talk about the good things.
Yeah.
So obviously, a lot of good things. I love, just a lot of the unveiling of the mass world behind this, talking about what actually did happen that night. Talking about, obviously the reveal of Peter Pettigrew is huge, especially if you didn't expect that. Introduction of Sirius Black was a very interesting foe because this is someone we don't know. We just know that this person is crazy, and then when it's revealed that like, no, this guy is actually a really good guy, show that like, okay.
And it was Harry's grandfather.
Harry's a godfather.
Godfather.
Because Harry's godfather is kind of like, oh, so now like all the pieces are coming together. Obviously, introduction of Remus Lupin, Did you expect him to be a werewolf? Okay. So, I obviously I knew about this because I love all the subtle hints that they point towards him being a werewolf. Did you catch him?
Don't really.
Remember? All right. So in the Boggarts lesson, when Lupin defends Harry, do you remember what his Boggart was?
What?
Do you remember what Lupin's what his greatest fear was?
Werewolf? Like werewolves?
No, it was the moon.
Uh,
It was the moon. It was a full moon and it was cloudy. So that was his biggest fear, and then he turns into a balloon to make it fly around. That's the first hint. Second one is everyone talks about like, oh yeah, he's on sick leave or he's very sick because the full moon's out, and then for some reason Snape teaches that class and he teaches them about werewolves. He teaches them that what characteristics are of werewolves. So once again, this proves that Snape is trying to help Harry and like the Golden Trio out a lot. So it's like it's these very small moments where like, oh yeah, that does make sense. Like why would his greatest fear be the moon? That doesn't make sense. His name is Lupin, for God's sakes. Remus Lupin. That's a Greek mythology reference. I think Remus and Romulus were both son of. I think I forgot about the agreement. But what other things did you like about the movie before we get into what we didn't like?
Oh, the time travel. The time travel.
You like the time travel?
Yeah, it's really breaks down of what happens technically before, like not like during the scene.
Yes, I
Yeah,
agree.
it connects it well.
Yes, I think the time travel was very creative in terms of all these things that don't make sense, and then it's revealed that like yes, you have to be out of view, and you have to whatever you do when you time travel affects the present. So I love how the vase breaks, you hear the wolves howling to get Lupin away. All these like small setups. I love how they escape with Buckbeak, and then it's revealed that like yeah, the executioner hit the pumpkin instead. So a lot of these like very like okay, that's how this explains this. I thought that was a very creative way to explain time travel. I think the introduction to Dementors great. I always loved the train scene when it came to Prisoner of Azkaban because it's so
Yeah.
like imagine your greatest fear, and that's kind of like haunting you, and it's like that's terrifying, and the fact that it sucks away your soul, and like it just leaves you tired and like essentially it can kill you. So I love that whole aspect of the world. Is there anything else that you really liked about them?
No, no other things.
All right, let's get into.
Oh wait, that's the fetcher like the game scene with the Dementors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think this is where we get introduced to Trelawney.
Oh yeah.
So talking about this is we get a little bit more about the prophecy. Trelawney is a very interesting character. She's out there. She's kind of a eccentric, but she's a lovable character. I love her and McGonagall's friendship. For Phoenix, I believe. It's we'll talk about that later, but obviously the Dementor scene was really sick. I love yeah, man, fucking Harry got fucked up by that shit.
Oh yeah.
And then I think no, this isn't.
Oh yeah, then the Expecto.
Oh yeah, Expecto Patronum. I totally forgot about that. So, what did you think about that scene?
It's pretty good. It's really good. With the time travel too, it really helps. It really helps save the past.
It does, yeah. I love Harry's reaction to. Yeah, no, he actually saw himself doing his father's summoning his essentially something that reminded him of his father, and I thought that was great. Oh yeah, this is what we introduced to the Marauders map too. So for some reason, George and Fred Weasley coming in clutch talking about the Marauders map. And I think the Marauders map is actually another good Easter egg to have in the later, because this is where we learn about more about James Potter, and we get to learn about the Marauders. We get to learn more about Lupin, Sirius, Peter Pettigrew, and James. Like I love the oh yeah, this is Prongs, this is Padfoot, this is Mooney, this is series. I love how it's revealed like, oh yeah, Peter Berger is still alive, but we don't know how. So it's very very interesting. What else? Fucking Hermione punches Draco.
Oh yeah.
Fucking that was sick. Yeah, fuck him up. Fuck, just fight him. He's a bitch. Fight him. Then, anything else that you liked?
Oh no! Now we get to the
all right.
nitty-gritty.
So you can talk about this because, yeah, I think you should start.
So the one thing I don't like about Prisoner of Azkaban is just the story is a bit choppy. It's so choppy. It's pretty choppy.
What do you mean by choppy?
There are too many moments where I tried to understand, but it just moves on.
Yes, this movie specifically drops a lot of information that will help you later on, and it doesn't help because there's a lot of information, and usually Harry Potter's been very good at dropping a lot of information without you knowing it, but this is where we get to learn more about the world and like the serious parts of the world. And they drop a lot of information very quickly. The general story it's a bit wonky. There's a lot of things there's a lot of like aspects I don't like. In terms of like sometimes the characters are a bit more annoying. I think I'm also confusing this with the next movie. But in general, I thought this was an okay. I kind of enjoyed it. I was a little somewhat bored with some of the stuff. What else is there? Is there anything else that's like? Is this where he blows up Aunt March? This is where he blows up fucking the Dursleys' aunt. Remember?
Oh yeah.
He sends her to fucking space. I did like that moment though, where like, fucking this bitch is talking so much shit about Harry's mom, calling her a bitch and a whore, calling James a drunk, and it's like, no, fucker, you don't understand shit. They're heroes, asshole. And what would you give this movie out of 10?
5 out of 10.
Okay, I would give it a 6. Just because I do like the time travel. I think it kind of works out. It's very new. It's very different.
Yeah.
Why do you think a 5?
Besides the time travel, good parts about it, it's just the story makes sense.
And why don't they just use the time travel more often? We know how it works. Hermione knows how it works. She used it to get into more classes. Doesn't like really? Come on, Hermione. And I think they just give her the time turner.
Yeah.
They're just like, why? This makes sense. And then they have it. Why don't you just use it? Granted, that's a critique I've been seeing a lot about time turners and like stuff like that in general. Because just use it. Granted, is it dangerous? Yes. But in terms of what you can do with it, the fact that you can change events, you can do a lot of things. You can help a lot of people by changing events. But no. Like, imagine this will get into the next. You want to segue into?
No, that's just fine. It's fine. So next movie is Goblet of Fire. It's okay. But I enjoy it. At least I enjoy it. The good parts is like the story takes more of a tournament base. Then we got to see the reveal of Voldemort for the first time.
Yeah.
Then like the story goes, there's a Goblet of Fire, Hogwarts, and then two other schools. No, two other schools. Come in to compete in this tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And then the events of Dark arts of magic.
Alistair Moody.
Yeah.
I liked him a lot.
Weird character at first, but
Fucking sick, dude. I don't know about it. He's fucking sick. Love him.
weird character at first, but once they revealed at the end that he was not the one, but
Barty Crouch.
yeah, one of the Voldemort's Death Eaters. Then yeah, throughout the entire movie, just a lot of tournament. Harry got a lot of help, especially from Neville.
Neville, the boy. Eat this fucking green. Eat this plant. You'll be underwater fine.
Yeah.
I thought it was really brilliant.
Yeah.
I love his reaction too. I just killed Harry Potter.
Yep.
And it's like, Neville did something that the Dark Wizard couldn't. You killed Harry Potter. That means you're the strongest person here.
Yeah.
And you killed him with an ingredient. You didn't really use magic, so you kind of outwitted him. And then, okay, what did I like about this movie? That's. I think we should talk about what we liked, right? So obviously, I loved the introduction to the grander world. Why is Voldemort so terrifying? And that's because his Death Eaters are terrifying as well. The attack on the Quidditch World Cup was terrifying. I love they send the Dark Mark into the sky. I think that's very brilliant. Good way to show the grander side of Harry Potter. It's not as magical. It's fucking terrifying. Alistair Moody, by far one of my favorite characters. Just because I loved how unhinged he is. He's such an asshole. And we get to learn about the 3 unforgivable curses. Kadabra, Crucio, and I forgot the other one.
Was not expected.
No, Expelliarmus is what the teaching club. Oh, Imperius, the Imperius curse. Imperius makes them it makes them under your control. But I love learning about those. Those are the fact that they play a role later on is very interesting. Obviously you like the tournament. The tournament was, for what we've seen, is pretty okay. What was your favorite event?
When Dad just went under the water
Yes.
to save friends.
I love that too, because I love how fucking terrifying, dude. As someone who hates water, this gives me anxiety. I hate the idea of underwater and you gotta fight these mermaids. And Harry Potter tries to be a hero. He does be a hero. He saves 2 of his friends. Saves Ron and he saves Flora's little sister. I think that was shows more about Harry Potter's side. What else did you like?
I like just the reveal of Voldemort. It's just that the Goblet of Fire was I think one of the Voldemort's Death Eaters set a trap. So it's just an opportunity. And we got to see the first battle. Which is
Graveyard Scene?
Yeah.
That was cool. I love this is just more just showing why Harry Potter is such a capable fighter. Voldemort uses Kadabra. Harry only uses Expelliarmus, his signature spell essentially. And he's able to defend himself and return it back safely. But guess who doesn't return to safely?
Edward for Twilight.
Edward from motherfucking Twilight. And see, imagine if we had a time turner. We could have gone back before he touched the port key. We could have, boom, Expelliarmus, like, not crucial. Because stupefied him, stunned him right there. He doesn't get the port key. He returns back safely. I guess it doesn't fix the fact that it wouldn't fix the fact that because it's in the present, it wouldn't fix the fact that he still dies. He still gets there. So what would need to happen is that someone needs to time turner into there and then somehow send him flying away before he gets hit. But then again, time turners are fucking stupid, and time travel itself is dumb. It's a dumb concept. I really don't like this movie.
Alright, you want to talk about
Okay, let's talk about this, okay? Why is the Quidditch World Cup so anticlimactic? You were excited too, weren't you? Crumb, 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 crumb. And then Leprechaun sends up, ready? Let's go! And then we don't get to see it. Were you bummed out?
Not really.
I was bummed out. I knew it was gonna happen, and I was still bummed out because we get to see Victor Crumb. We get to see all these cool like, oh yeah, we get to see more Quidditch. No, we don't get to see more Quidditch. Why not? Why don't we get to see more Quidditch? Why? Because we gotta do this terrorist scene with the Death Eaters. And I'm like, that's fine, I guess. But why? We could have had like a good 5-10 minutes of just Quidditch. Quidditch is fun, right? Stupid. Anyway. What else do I not like about it? You said you like the tournament scenes, right?
Mm-hmm.
I hated when they didn't do the tournament scenes. I hated the Yule Ball. I hated just the interaction between Ron and Hermione. Like, it is so like it's so annoying to see like Ron just being such an asshole about it. He's like, just tell her you like him. Okay, just like I understand crushes are weird. Like, don't be such an asshole about it. You not only fucking ruined like Hermione's night, but you ruined your date tonight too. And then motherfucking Harry out here crushing over Cho Chang. And guess what? She's just like, just get over it. She's just not gonna hate it. And then what else is there do I not like? It's not really. They spent a lot of time without the tournaments, and I hate how, especially Ron. Ron is just like, granted, it's understandable because he's Harry Potter's best friend. You know, it's Harry Potter, Hermione, and then Ron. Like, granted, inferiority complex makes sense, but please, dude, like, I hate the whole best friends turn to enemies dynamic just because it's like exacerbated, and I feel like it goes on for too long, and the resolution doesn't pay out. Like the whole like Ron's like, okay, I guess I was a bit of an asshole. It's like, really? That's how you're gonna resolve it? You're not gonna like resolve it in a much more like emotional way? Because like I feel like if you're gonna have that, you should resolve it in an equally emotional way. Like, I don't know. And then can we talk about motherfucking what's her face from I don't wait, is that no, that shows up later. Never mind. Continue. Yeah, no, that shows up later. But yeah, Order of the Phoenix is my least favorite of.
Order of the Phoenix.
No, Goblet of Fire. Yeah. Goblet of Fire is my least favorite of the Harry Potter movies. I do not like it. I like some aspects of it. I do not like it. I give it like a solid 5 or
4. For me, Goblet of Fire was like a 7. 7 out of 10.
Yeah, the fact that I'm speaking so passionate about why I don't like this movie.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's just only
I just don't like it. Like, I was not looking forward to this movie just because I knew I would not like the characters. And then,
all right, now we move on to Order of the Phoenix.
I'll be quite honest, I don't. Phoenix.
All right. So Order of the Phoenix, defense art of dark magic in that movie is a bitch. I fucking hate her.
Oh yeah,
I fucking hate her.
Umbridge.
I fucking hate her with a passion.
Why?
It's just that she is so strict, and her character is based on the what do you call it? Ministry? Yeah, the Ministry of Magic.
Yeah, she's from the Ministry.
Yeah, and then Dumbledore gets ignored by Harry got ignored by Dumbledore for a particular reason. And then
this is where we get to learn. I confuse Half-Blood Prince and.
It's okay. So and then students and Harry decide to do some magic. Yeah, Dumbledore's army. In a secret classroom where they learn Patronus, and the one magic word that I really like is stupefy.
Stupefy. Is this where we get introduced to Luna?
Yeah, I think so. Or it was like I think this is the last movie or this movie.
No, I think Luna gets introduced. No, this is where we get introduced to Luna because this is remember on the bridge scene where they're talking about like we need someone to lead us, and Luna's there too. Because Luna is best friends with Ginny. I think this is where we get introduced to Luna.
Yeah.
Because this is where we get to learn about Thestrals. And they ride the Thestrals. To
the boats to Hogwarts.
Really?
Yeah.
Why did they ride the Thestrals?
Oh, so they get to the boats.
Why didn't he get to the boat?
Well, I don't know why either.
I see. This is what I mean by I get confused by a lot. But yeah, so Dolores Umbridge, the actress who plays her is amazing because it makes you want to hate her. The way that she acts and how she's so pompous about it. She's such an asshole, and I love it. Like, the actress is absolutely phenomenal. Obviously, hating the character versus hating the actor is completely different. We hate the character. We love the actress because they played such a great job of playing the character. And then, do you know what I fucking hate the most? Was she the way that she was intending to harm Harry.
Oh yeah.
The fact that she was like, I can wipe this off. It doesn't matter. I can get this off the record. And I'm like, you motherfucking bitch! How dare you? And this is why I'm not.
Oh, yeah. Then one scene that the teacher, well, while Dumbledore was gone, she's like took over the entire school.
She does. She makes some of the Slytherins into like enforcers, so they get to be above the law as well. But obviously, Malfoy is an asshole about it. Crabbe and Goyle are always assholes. And then, I think the important thing is that we get introduced to Luna.
Yeah.
Luna is obviously, I think, one of my favorite characters. I don't know about you, but
It's my favorite character.
Luna is such a, first off, Ravenclaw. Let's go.
Yep.
Second of all, the way she so unapologetically herself. Like, she's so fucking weird, and I love it just because, like, I think she is a good example of taking stuff that like hurts you, like traumatizes you. Like, obviously, she lost her mother died and everything, but she was able to learn from that. She was able to, like, it's sad, but still dad, and just because I can see her in after I'm dead, so it's like it works out. Like, she's so weird, but the way that she sees the world is also very healthy in terms of like how you deal with trauma. It's very like, yeah, I mean, it's gonna be there, but doesn't mean it has to ruin your life. And she's such a good person for Harry to talk to because they're both fucking weird. Like, Harry, the way he is just kind of strange the way he thinks, and he gets to be more honest with Luna. Luna's like, oh, okay, cool. And it's like, really? That's it? Yeah, I mean, that's just you. And I'm like, fuck yeah, Luna, you're the best. You're such a good character. And then, let's see. Again, room requirement training was really sick. I love how good Harry is at teaching. Because
oh yeah, the Neville.
Motherfucking Neville. He got to Expelliarmus. He did something. We're learning. He found the room requirement too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he was walking around and he found it. And then he tells Harry, and this is like the perfect place for them to be. And then it's just, I love that aspect just because this, obviously we know the Ministry of Magic is corrupt, right? Because the Death Ears are, I think this is where it's hinted that Death Ears are slowly being able to get more power through the Ministry of Magic. That's what I think Arthur Weasley is concerned about. He's concerned about Malfoy being able to be in the seat of power. So I think this is a very good lesson for Harry to learn that, like, yeah, no, Ministry of Magic is fucking evil, and there's gonna be people who are around you who are going to try to take advantage of you. I love how Harry learns as well. He gets to teach other people that, like, yeah, you're a powerful wizard, and that means people are gonna take advantage of you. So make sure you know what your morals are. Make sure you know what you stand for. That way you can defend yourself against these people. And then I think the payoff at the end was worth it, where the classic line of I must not tell lies, and then the centaurs come in, they grab her, they're like, Harry, tell him I don't mean no harm. And it's like, sorry, Professor, I mustn't tell lies. And it's like, fuck you, bitch, this is what you get. This is what you deserve for being such an asshole. And it's a really good movie just because just iconic, like, learning. This is where you get to see the weird the weird love between Cho Chang and Harry.
Mhm.
Like it's that really awkward kiss, and then it's like kind of weird. Dude,
Yeah.
I don't like being here for this. When they do romance, when Harry Potter does romance, this has always been like, still I feel uncomfortable. It's like it's so awkward the way they do it. What else do we?
That I think like in throughout them, like there's a one scene with Harry, Hermione, Ron. You try to grab like a, and then oh yeah, Sirius Black passed away.
Oh yeah,
That's just the rib.
Yeah, Luna was there too. I remember.
Oh yeah,
now,
yeah, Luna, yeah.
Yeah, this is where. That's why they wrote the Thestrals. They wanted to get to the mystery because they. Okay, yeah, I remember because he had a vision that Voldemort would steal the prophecy. Okay, I remember now. I think this makes sense. Yeah. So obviously, seeing them defend themselves against Death Eaters, fucking Ginny out here casting, slinging spells, saving the world. Luna being a badass and like sending that guy to like fucking oblivion, and then she's making like all like the other like prophecies like fall. It's this really epic moment, and then I especially love how the Order of the Phoenix comes in and they actually operate in and they like fucking it's a fight between everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Shacklebolt there.
That's one, James.
That's one, James. Like that's such a good moment, and then unfortunately, Bellatrix kills Sirius.
Oh yeah, that's the very first introduced to Bella.
Bellatrix, yeah, she's fucking terrifying. She's scary. She's unhinged as fuck, and I love her. Yeah, I totally forgot about the fight scene. Wow.
Yeah.
It's so cool. I love how just the stakes are so high. Like talking about why Harry must be defended at all times. I love the houses, like the base where the Order of the Phoenix is between the two houses, so it just extends further out, and I'm like, that's fucking cool. Like, all these magic stuff, and then this base that they have is so sick. This is where we get to meet what's his base? What's the house elf that Sirius Black owned?
Oh,
Kruger?
Yeah, I think it's Kruger.
Kruger or Krager or something like that.
Krager or Kruger?
Rummy? I don't know.
No.
But it's that elf who's just fucking tired of it. He's like, sir. And I'm like, I feel you. If I had to serve wizards, I feel that on an emotional level. But what a really solid movie.
Yeah,
I had fun with it.
What's your rating of Order of the Phoenix?
I'd give it an 8 because I think it's in terms of like what you reminded me of it. It's like, yeah, this is a really. I had fun with it. How about you?
All right, so it is a 10 out of 10.
Really? This
Yeah.
is your favorite? Is this
Yeah,
your favorite?
because the character development and that one, it's just that one scene where they're learning, like all the students learn spells from Harry,
Yeah.
which is a very strong character development. Not only for the character itself, but for like Harry as like a mentor.
Yeah.
And then I really enjoyed the fight scene too. It's just like it's outside Hogwarts.
That's true. It's outside Hogwarts. It shows that these students are capable of fighting. I think. Oh fucking! I forgot my favorite scene. Fucking, they're taking the OWLs, and then guess who comes in? Motherfucking Fred and George Weasley coming in with the broomsticks, causing a ruckus. And I was like, boy, boss right there. We causing a ruckus. They're on broomsticks. They're just flying around causing shit. And I'm like, hell yeah, let's go, Fred and George, because they're no longer students.
Yeah.
They're free wizards, and they get to just cast spells. And I'm like, that's so fucking. I love how we get to see a lot of these minor. Fred and George. Even like Luna and Neville, especially, just like all these like I just said, small character development where Neville actually perfects a spell, and he's really good at spell casting too. This is where we get introduced to player now. I keep forgetting other things. Is there anything that you did not like about it? It's a 10 out of 10, so is there?
I just really dislike the teacher. She's a bitch.
And that's just more of a character thing. That's just like, and that means that the movie was perfect just because you hate her so much.
Yeah.
And the fact, Uh, I honestly, yeah, I don't really see anything to complain about. I just think that in terms of memorability, I think Chamber Secrets is still something that I adore so heavily. And then Part Order things second place. And then another movie I don't remember, Half Blood Prince.
Oh yeah. So from what I can remember, Harry got this textbook during the alchemy class.
Mm-hmm.
It was owned by the Half Blood Prince.
Mhm.
So he uses that advice to make perfections.
Motions.
Yeah. And then the new alchemist professor, which is a longtime friend of Dumbledore, returned to Hogwarts to teach a class. Meanwhile, Cerberus teaches the defense of dark arts.
Finally.
Finally.
After 7 years, he finally got the position he wanted.
And then Harry's still curious about the Half Blood Prince, like who is he? Let's see, why I can remember.
This is where we get to learn about Horcruxes.
Yeah, the reveal of Horcruxes, with the memory of
Oh my god, the stupid memory puddle.
yeah.
I love where you get introduced to Fudge. I think not Fudge. Fudge is the other. This is where we get introduced to. I forgot his name, the alchemy professor. Slughorn. We introduced to Slughorn, who is a very fascinating individual because I don't know if you saw this, but he's actually a Slytherin. So the story there is you have a lot of characters who are supposed to be represented as good, but they're bad. Characters who are Bowers are good. So you obviously have Pure Bear Grew, the Gryffindor who went bad. You have Slughorn, the Slytherin who went good. And I love get to learn just about Tom Riddle. Like who was he at the beginning? And we learn about why Slughorn regrets what he did. Because he unfortunately was one of the main reasons for why Voldemort exists. He taught him how to create Horcruxes. And it's very
You reveal like how many, right? That movie?
yes, we revealed that there are technically 6 at the moment. Because they don't know that Harry's a Horcrux. But there's 6, so 6 is okay, so let's see if we remember. Diary. The Ravenclaw diadem. The ring.
The necklace.
The necklace. Her
The
cup.
snake. The snake.
The Nagini. Nagini is one. Isn't there a cup? The Hufflepuff cup?
Yeah. I think the cup was one.
6. And then Harry's 7.
Yeah.
I forgot.
I know.
There's a necklace? Wait, which one is the necklace?
The
Slytherin locket. The locket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we get to learn about these. I think it's a very important plot detail just because we get to learn that you can split your soul and why it's important to have a whole soul. Because Voldemort, even though he's technically immortal, he's still weaker than a lot of, than what he would be if he wasn't splitting his soul into pieces. This is where Aragorn died. The spider demon. I hate this thing, but god damn it, that's Hagrid's best friend.
yeah,
And
and then condolences.
Condolences. Rest in peace, Aragorn, and of course Hagrid. Now, may you two best friends in the afterlife.
Oh yeah, and then then Draco is now part of Death Eaters.
Oh, Draco. Oh, hold on.
I think Draco's character changed a lot. He's such an asshole. And then when it hits to Half-Blood Prince, he feels so bad.
Yeah, I love.
Yeah, he has to kill birds.
He didn't kill.
Well, he sends the birds
He
to
does send a bird.
the cabinet.
Yeah. He's tasked. The important thing, he's tasked to kill fucking Dumbledore.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what we also get to learn. Snape is also a double agent.
Mm-hmm.
He's also like someone who has been working with Voldemort ever since. And we get to learn more about these two characters too. I love how I wish that was something we focused more about Draco. Just how much fucking guilt he feels. Like I love the scene where he's crying in the bathroom, and then they have that fight in the bathroom. Because he's fucking terrified. Literally, Lucius failed. So guess what, kid? Hello, 16-year-old. You're gonna have to kill your professor, the strongest wizard known to man. And if you don't, I'm gonna kill you. Well, no, gee.
Oh yeah, then servers made a deal.
The unbreakable walk.
Yep.
Oh, I was totally gonna forget in the last movie. We're gonna go back real quick.
Okay.
Remember in Order of the Phoenix how it's Voldemort versus Dumbledore.
Oh yeah.
In the Ministry, and then he's throwing water. He's making shit collapse on him. He made the water bubble, and this is where we learn. And this is when the Ministry finds out that Voldemort is actually real.
Yeah.
Fuck Fudge, by the way. He's the guy who runs the Ministry of Magic. He kept saying that Voldemort is back. He sees him. He's like, God damn, he's back. He's like, yeah, no shit, he's back. He's lying. And then one thing I want to talk about was Harry. He tries to use the Crucio on Bellatrix. Remember? He's running. He's like, he's back.
Yeah.
And he's like, Crucio. And then it doesn't work because it's like, you gotta put your feeling. You gotta feel it. You gotta mean it. I love how at this weakness it shows that Harry is still he's still not emotionally for you to handle this. All right, but back to Half-Blood Prince. I want to talk about that because I love how we get to see a more aggressive side of Harry. Obviously, he's like fucking trying to fight Draco. Uses the Half-Blood Prince's own spell. That one it causes internal bleeding, and that's a very dangerous spell. Like the fact that it fucking tears you up. Jesus Christ, Harry. I understand. Like he's gonna kill Dumbledore.
Yeah, and then the death of Dumbledore. Wands Up.
That was one of the best scenes in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Just because that's also a movie only scene. Because I love how such a powerful. It's like, yeah, like in times of darkness, you just need a little bit of light. Just something, and if you have everyone who shares that little light with you, and just lights up a little bit more, you can conquer any sort of darkness you feel.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's a good message to send out to people. In times of darkness, you need a little bit of light.
Yeah,
Wands up,
and especially for Hagrid. Up.
That's a very. Is there anything you did not like about it?
Oh yeah, and then before we get to my dislikes,
Okay.
the scene where Harry has to help Dumbledore, really painful to watch.
Oh God, we have to drink the water.
Yeah, the darkest water, so you get the Horcrux.
I don't want to do it. Come on, sir, please. You told me to do it. I don't want to. Please kill me. And I'm like, this fucking sucks. This is weird. I don't want to watch
It's
this.
really painful to watch.
It fucking sucks. Because it's like, look at this poor old man. And you're making him drink this poison water. Harry, come on.
Yeah, and then he started his hand.
The king, yeah. That was terrifying. That was a very twisted scene because it's like, you can hear how weak Dumbledore is.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, Harry, please. I don't want to do it. Just please stop it. Let's just go home. Like, sir, I'm sorry. You told me to do it. I'm sorry. I'm like, I don't know if I would have the heart to like put anyone through that. Like, I think if we were in that situation and like you told me like, listen, make me drink this or else it won't be done. And the next minute you're like, stop it. I'm like, I don't know, dude. I would feel so guilty if I had to put you through that kind of shit.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's one thing to hurt your friend or hurt someone actually who's like important to you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's one thing where you have to let it happen, where you have to let them feel pain in order to conquer a very darkness. Alright, he's trying his best. And then the fucking fire scene gets rid of all the
yeah.
I thought that was sick. You get to see why Dumbledore is another glimpse of why Dumbledore is so revered and so respected. A really great scene overall.
Oh yeah.
But now dislikes.
There's not much.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like, just like Draco's kind of. I just don't like Draco's suffering. He goes through so much,
Yeah.
and then when Cerberus is like, I had to protect you.
That's one thing. That's something I do wish that the movie did, that the story did more, is that it feels like Draco should have been redeemed. Like he is this kid who understands that like this isn't the way to go. But I wish there was a scene where he stood up to um to Voldemort. Like imagine a scene where like this is probably gonna get near the end, but imagine where it's the opposite where Voldemort's like, hey, anyone want to join the Death Eaters? And you see Draco like walk away from them, and he joins back with Hogwarts. Like imagine how cool that would have been if it like we see just a moment of where Draco on his own says, no, fuck this shit. I'm stopping now. Like I'm done with you. Like that would have been such a cooler scene just because we don't ever get to see him redeemed. Suffering and that's it. Sucks for you.
Yeah. What do you like about the Half-Blood
I
Prince?
don't know, like obviously just more relationship shit between Hermione and Ron.
Oh yeah.
Like Ron, come on, dude. Like I get it. Like it's his first time, and that Lavender's like she seems like a nice girl. She's just very overbearing. And then get together, please. Just stop it. Then remember more about the movie. There's another. Oh, what we forgot about Liquid Luck. Remember Liquid Luck?
Oh yeah.
I feel like that is a very important plot point that we never get to go back again. Like, if we can brew Liquid Luck, then why don't we just use it? Granted, I know if you brew it imperfectly, it fucks up. But, like, I feel like if you're trained enough, like Snape, who we learned is to have a punch, he's a master potion expert. He could have just been creating this shit on the daily. Granted, I know, like, there's a bunch of others, like, maybe you got away from greed, but that's feel like it's the time turner effect again. It's like important thing that could be used, never again.
Yeah.
And then this is where this is probably gonna tiptoe into more the next movies, but I don't like how they did the Horcruxes. Like, oh yeah, so I went to his memories and I went to these 3 different places. How? Can we get to see I wanted to see why Dumbledore chose these spots. And granted, yes, it's his parents' house. Where he grew up. This is where places are important to him. But like, why did they end up going to the place with the locket? Where like it's that cave. So why is it there? So how did he know to go there? I wish we got to see more of like his decision making. He chose these spots. But overall, want to do rankings?
Yeah.
So
you could go first.
I would give it I'd give it a strong 6.
6.
Yes.
I'll give it like.
Okay, I see. With this is where we have a lot of differences here.
Yeah, yeah, because like pretty much like the plot twist at the end, then just out for all the entire movie, there's like kind of just the build up, league away to the last final 2.
All right, yeah, the last 2 movies are a doozy, because I feel like it's unfair to rank them one at a time because the second movie is automatically better.
Yeah,
because that's where most stuff happens. But the first movie, Deathly Hallows,
Part 1.
We're on a mission to kill one Horcrux.
That's just.
We're trying to kill. I guess technically, yeah, no, we're trying to kill the locket.
Yeah. Trying to kill the locket. Well, throughout the entire movie, they try to figure out how to destroy it, which is kind of what I don't like is how they figure it out.
Use a sword.
Yeah, and then I like just the beginning part of it where where that one guy just gives away Dumbledore's private possessions to Hermione, Harry, and Ron. Yeah. So Ron got the light switch.
the illuminator.
Yeah, the illuminator.
The light switch. Yes. That's
which was in the first movie.
Yeah, stuff like that. See,
yeah,
it's very important.
Then I think Hermione got a book.
Hermione got the Tale of Beetle and the Bard. which is the story of the Deathly Hallows.
Then Harry got the golden snitch.
Didn't he get a sword too?
I think he just got the golden. No, because the sword was somewhere else.
Oh yeah, because the sword is technically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so a lot of key things that are supposed to play into, which I think my favorite one out of those three is the book, the film, the bar,
Yeah.
because that's a very important thing to talk about. Like I love especially the animation they did about three brothers. Like I love how what they each want. The first one wanted the elder wand.
Yep.
To fight against other people, and then he died because someone just stabbed him. Homeboy got shanked, and like, see, nah, you don't go bragging. Second one wanted the resurrection stone to bring back his lover, and then only killed himself because he couldn't live. They couldn't live in the same world.
Mm-hmm.
And then third one was smarter and invisibility cloak, which was again another thing from the second movie. Like all these like key things.
Well, it was first appeared in the first movie.
Oh yeah, because they gave it to him as a gift.
Yeah.
The first movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, see, like another callback to like, see, this thing that is important. It's very important now. I love how he escapes death, and then when he gets older, he gives it to someone else, and he welcomes death as a friend. I'm like, good shit. So like, seems like in order to be the master, as you just accept it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weird thing, but a lot of things to talk about. Obviously, they burned down the Weasley's house, and then they fought in the cornfield, all like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Then beginning of the movie, wanting to erase her family's memory.
Yeah, then she erased her memory. It would be safer.
And they carried like.
Harry slipped off the dirt.
Oh no, because Harry's aunts and uncles and nephew had to move out.
There's the move because it wasn't safe for them to be there. Ron still living with his family. They're fine. Oh, this is where we get. Is this where we get the battle of Seven Potters? This is where they all polymorph as Harry. They all dress up as Harry.
No, that's the second part. That's the
Is
second.
that the second one?
Wait. No, that's the first one. No, that's
Yeah,
the first
because
part.
this is where they get to the house.
Yep.
Where George gets hit. George gets hurt. I really like that scene. I like how everyone's brooms are. I love Moody's broom. It has the fucking bike pedals. It's like hell yeah, Moody, like a biker right here.
And Hagrid's motorcycle.
Hagrid's motorcycle. Let's fucking go. I love the message of like, well, I brought you into this world. Make sure you're safe from it. I'm like, hell yeah, Hagrid, let's fucking go. And then, of course, it's just a fucking fight. Everyone's like flying around casting magic, and I'm like, hell yeah, this is what we wanted.
Yep.
Such magic users. Then a lot of cool moments. And then we faff about in the fucking woods for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, I hate the whole Ron runs away because he's getting hungry and tired. Granted, it makes sense.
No,
Like,
or more that he's like jealous.
it doesn't make sense. Like, mean. Like, granted, yes, all these things make sense, and I applaud the movie for that. I applaud them for taking the logical route, which is shit like this is gonna make you upset and angry, right?
Mm-hmm.
Overexposed right now.
That's okay.
I'm like leaning, but like, I just don't like the way Ron handles it. Like, Ron's supposed to be this super experienced character, and granted, is he mature? No, he's far from mature. But like, he runs away for like 20 minutes, and he comes back in the last like 10
With the sword, 20 minutes with the sword.
Yeah, and like, and then I think the awkward scene was when he's.
Oh no, the sword's at the bottom of the ocean.
That's
For the, yeah,
but
the
he-
sword.
yeah. He saves Harry from it.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
saves her from drowning. But my least favorite part was like seeing that weird smoke illusion of Harry and Hermione.
Mhm.
I'm like, this is fucking weird. I don't like this.
Yeah, that's probably not my least favorite. Like my least favorite scene because it's just like, what the fuck am I watching?
It's like, yes, granted, this makes sense, and like, I applaud the movie for being more mature about it. Like, yeah, this is what Ron really sees them being into. Sees them like embracing one another, and I applaud them for like being mature about it. At the same time, though, it doesn't help but make you feel awkward. Like like we see these characters grow up, and this film feels weird. I like it.
Oh yeah, then when Voldemort reveals where to find the Elder One.
Fucking Dumbledore's grave.
Yeah.
And they just pickpocket him. He's like, mine. Aha, bitches.
It's mine.
So, as I was saying before, we get introduced to Ginny and Harry, and I'm like, what the fuck? They're so fucking awkward about it. Like,
And then Fred starts, or is it Fred or George? And
those. Remember?
it's either one of them. They just stand there, like.
No, that was their. I thought that was their brother, the older brother.
Oh, Phil, like Paul, Phil, or Paul?
Was it Phil? Was it Paul? Bill Weasley.
Yeah,
Because he's getting married.
yeah. With
Fleur Delacour. We remember her? I don't. I barely remember her.
but it's cool she's back.
It's cool she's back, and we don't get to see her at all, except for the first 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But dude, why she tie him shoes? I don't like that. It's weird. And then it's so fucking. It's so weird. Like, I love how
Oh yeah, and then when Bellatrix torture.
Oh, no, that's in the second one.
No, that's in the first one. No.
In the house.
Yeah, in Voldemort's crib.
I thought that was Draco's crib.
Oh yeah, same thing.
Was that really in the first one?
Yeah,
That was the second one.
yeah. She like literally rolled my blood, like a fucking.
I thought that was in the second one because that's.
Second one continued because. Let you know, first part Dobby died.
I thought the second one was when Dobby dies.
No, it's the end of the first part. Dobby saves everyone.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Dobby saves everyone, but Bellatrix kills him.
Bellatrix steals a knife. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought okay, because I thought it ends with, Ron killing the Horcrux, and then I thought he dies after. Okay, yeah, that makes sense because they go to Gringotts in the second movie. They go to the bank, where creature, isn't it? The house elf's name is Creature. Now I remember.
Yeah.
But not the house elf. The goblin tricks him.
Yeah.
But yeah. So the first movie, really strong start. It's not the best. The first, like the middle, is like so fucking whatever. I don't care about the middle. But then Dobby dies, and Dobby is a really. You were actually really emotional about Dobby.
Yeah.
You were more emotional about Dobby than fucking Dumbledore. And Hedwig is dead. Hedwig kills Hedwig. They kill Hedwig. They fucking blitz Hedwig out of the air. They killed Hedwig. I remember when Hedwig died, you were like, Hedwig, no! And I'm like, we literally saw Dumbledore die like last night. You're more upset about Hedwig. Granted, it makes sense. Hedwig's a beast. But fucking Hedwig is an owl. Yeah. Want to talk about Dobby?
Oh man, Dobby is the real MVP. Literally saved basically everyone
Good.
who was in Malfoy.
Mm-hmm.
But Bellatrix killed him in the process. And Dobby's last word.
I'm glad to be here with friends. I'm glad that Dobby gets to be with his friends. I'm like, Dobby, you were in the second movie for like the first 10 minutes, and now you're back for the last 15. And now I'm more emotional for you? Like, the fuck? Dobby really is one of the best though. Like the way he just wants to protect, like he's just so happy to protect Harry. And I'm like, good man. And I love how Harry in the second movie is like, don't ever try to protect me again. And he's like, I don't know, we'll see. And then he takes the knife, he gets killed, and then saves them all. And I'm like, damn, he's a real one. What else is there? Anything else about the first movie that's like stand out?
Not really.
It's just a good start. It's a very like
very good start. now that's like two Horcruxes now.
That's technically three because Dumbledore is able to get rid of the ring.
Oh yeah.
So Diary Ring and the Locket are killed, and then the second movie, part two, we kill the cup.
That's just
The cup is in Gringotts. They kill that with the sword. Then they kill the diadem somehow. I forgot. The diadem is killed in the explosion. Remember, by this is when they're finding Crab in the room requirement. Crab gets to kill a fucking Horcrux. The fire kills it. I'm like, what the fuck? Whatever. Sure, Crab gets to kill it, I guess. Then, okay, before we talk about that, I think, or I guess those are important things. Like, obviously, gets to fucking ride the dragon. The dragon Gringotts is fucking sick. And then, so we can talk more about the beginning of the second movie. So, or the second part. So, what was, besides the whole fight, because we'll talk about that afterwards, but how did you feel about the rest of the events, the rest of the plot?
Like at this point, it's their survival. Because Voldemort's back since the but tried obtain the power. Yeah, it's really I want to see more happens. Yeah, I just want what's going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I honestly, the second part was really enjoyable. I love obviously I love all these like small things that come together. Like we get to meet Aberforth, Dumbledore's brother. I love seeing that. I love when Harry gets to go back home. He goes back to Hollows, not King's Hollow, like where he grew up, and he sees
his parents' grave.
His parents' grave, and I'm like, that's actually that fucking sucks. Really unfortunate. We get to meet Nagini, who's fucking terrifying. The fact that she could transform to a human who speaks Parseltongue and lures Harry in. What else is there about the second movie?
Well, the first one, that one's in the first. Everything that you said.
Is that really?
Yeah.
Right. Because no, I thought because Aberforth, they meet Aberforth. They meet in the second movie.
Oh yeah.
Because the painting, because of Adrian's painting. So that's in the second movie. If they fine, whatever happens in the first movie, that happens in the first movie. But honestly, I feel like the only thing we can talk about the second movie is the final fight.
Yeah.
So,
but before we get into all the nitty-gritty of part 2 of Deathly Hallows, what's your rate on the first part?
7? I think 7.
8. I would give it an 8.
Yeah, like it's
a good start to the finale.
Yeah, same. Yeah. That's how I feel about Sorcerer's Stone. It's a very good start to a very fantastic journey. And then the second movie it blows out of the water because we get to see all these cool things. Like, I think one of my favorite ones is obviously Snape versus McGonagall. Like, I love how everyone's like, oh yeah, I don't know, what should we do with Harry? And then Snape comes in and he's like, yeah, no, I need Harry. And then before so Snape pulls out the wand, everyone's like runs away, Harry's about to fight, and then badass McGonagall comes in, I fucking got this. And then they have a fight, and then I love the small moment of you see Snape defending himself by killing, like he deflects it all at the other Death Eaters. I'm like, hell yeah, Snape, let's go. Like this is him like playing that triple agent role so well, where he's like, yeah, like I'm defending myself by deflecting all these spells. It's a really brilliant way to show how he's still loyal to Dumbledore in a very weird way. I would say though, just in general, I would love to see more of Snape's past, because we get to see small glimpses of it, but we never actually get to see, like, obviously we know that he loved Lily but like I wish we got to see more of that. Like I want to really sympathize with Snape because I want to see him be bullied by the Mirage. I want to see him why he turned out this way. Like I want to see more of that character development. But then, yeah. So the Battle of Hogwarts. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, it's really bad. It's really good. Every professor casts every single spell that need. And then Morgana summoned the knights, which is the most badass moment of all time. And she's like, I really want to do it.
I've always wanted to use that spell, and I'm like, hell yeah, Morgana Gold, hell yeah, you do that shit. You're you queen. And then, I love the final stand between everyone. Like you see Flitwick, you see Slughorn, you see McGonagall, you see Mother Weasley. I forgot her name. Donna, not Donna Weasley. Molly Weasley. Yeah, like you see all these like people casting the barrier charm, and then it's like all these people are standing up to Voldemort, and I'm like, this is so badass. And you see everyone's like positioned in like specific places. Like it's just so cool to see everyone like fighting together. And then I love how everyone's even the students' abilities are coming in. Like I forgot his name, the guy who always explodes, like who always like explodes on himself. I love how McGonagall's like, I think Mr. What's his name over here is pretty good at pyrotechnics, and he's like, all right, I could do that. And then Neville baits them in, and then he explodes the bridge, and I'm like, let's fucking go, students of Hogwarts. Like, you get to see all these students actually helping out. They're not just...
Except for Slytherin.
Slytherin's doing their own thing. Slytherins are in the dungeon. You get to see every student, like, helping out, and I think that's such a cool thing to talk about. Like, all these kids, they're still kids, which is the unbelievable thing. They're helping out. They're fighting against like, the strongest wizard. And they get to succeed. But I think before we talk about that, we gotta talk about Harry's sacrifice. So, what did you think about the Harry sacrifice?
It's really powerful. When Sirius Black and Harry's parents kind of see him for one last time before he actually gets killed.
Yeah.
It's really powerful. It's a really powerful scene. It's just also the ghost snitch reveal that that it has the resurrection stone all this time, but Harry does not use the resurrection stone.
No, he doesn't. He gets rid of it. He throws it away. I'm like, that's such a key thing because we see Harry just accepting it. Like, I'm not gonna back out of this one. Like, this sacrifice is to protect all my friends at Hogwarts. I'm like, fuck yeah, Harry. And then he gets to talk to Dumbledore one last time again. He learns about a little bit more about Dumbledore, and just a really badass scene. I love he's just so ready to accept it, and like I feel like that's such a strong thing because that's how he became the Master of Death. He acknowledged it. He became Death. He didn't run away from it. This is him sacrificing himself. I think that's just a strong thing.
Also, can we talk about the moment that your end crash after the test scene?
Which one?
When Harry dies, when Voldemort goes abracadabra, and your internet crash.
Oh yeah. So as we were doing this, I was streaming on Discord, and then this is fucking we see, and then my fucking internet crashed. Literally, the spell was so strong it cut my internet. And that was the funniest thing because I was like, what the fuck just happened? Dude, fucking Voldemort vodka down with my internet. My Ethernet just got fucked up apparently. And I'm like, it was such perfect timing too because it was out of nowhere. I wasn't ready for it. It was great. I loved it. And then, what else is there? What else can we talk about? Oh, Neville standing up to the Voldemort. The first one to stand up. I love that because this shows that Neville gets the biggest character development where he was this super weak kid, like just kind of not brave, not anything, but he's the only one to stand up against him, and he deals the final killing blow to Nagini. He's the one
with the sword,
of Gryffindor, the truest, only only a true Gryffindor can pull that out. I think Neville is just an outstanding character and just a character who has grown up so much. Like he is a phenomenal character.
Besides Harry Potter, Neville Longbottom is hero.
True hero. And then let's see what else is there.
Oh, then the final battle between Harry and Voldemort.
That was anticlimactic as fuck though, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
It was very like spell and then
Try to resist the power.
Elder One wasn't working for him. And then Harry wins. In a very anticlimactic way, but I mean, whatever. I mean, it's kind of hard because wizarding fights are so difficult because this is just kind of a raw ass like these two are just gonna fight it out. And we need to talk about Snape.
Snape's the most important.
The bravest man I ever knew.
Mm-hmm.
And that is true. Fucking Snape by himself was able to beat was able to beat Dumbledore's right hand man as well as Voldemort's. Like he rode that ladder so high and he was so smart about the way he operated. And I love the reveal that Snape has been helping out Harry the entire time. He sent the dough out to lead Harry to the sword. He's been protecting Harry all this time because of his love for Lily. And he's an incredible character. I wish just, we got more of a story so I could feel more sympathy towards him.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish we got the same thing with Malfoy. Because I feel like if we got more Malfoy stuff, he would be a likable character too. And yeah. So and then the fucking best one of the best scene. Molly versus Bellatrix.
Mm-hmm.
Not my daughter, you bitch. Fucking eviscerates her and I'm like, fuck yeah, Molly, get in there. Like Molly has always been such a character that I've always wanted to see more of, and fuck yeah, we get to see it. This is she was in the Order of the Phoenix too, I believe. Or
yeah.
No wait. I think Arthur was.
Arthur was in the Order.
I don't think Molly was, but she still was like she still helped him out, and this proves she's just a fucking badass wizard. Not my daughter, you bitch. I'm like, fuck yeah, you get in there, Molly. Fight for your family. She's such a good mother.
Oh yeah, then Red died. Or George.
It was George.
George.
One of the twins died, and I was a very like, damn. Like it's
and Lupin and his wife.
Oh yeah, Lupin and Tonks died too. Man, I was sad about that. Lupus, Tonks, and then George or Fred, one of the twins. Who else died in that? Lavender died because she got Death Eated. Just in general, a lot of people had to give their life up for Hogwarts, and it was a good thing. And then obviously we get to see the future where they're grown up. Harry has his own kids.
Albus Service.
That's some fucking fan service I've ever heard one. Yeah, Albus Severus Potter. Named after the two bravest headmasters I ever knew. One of them was Slytherin. He was the bravest man I ever knew, and I'm like, that's a good lesson. Like, I think that if anything, that's a very good way to show that just because you are part of just because you go against the norm doesn't mean a bad person. Like a lot of people have come from these different backgrounds, and they've been good people. Like I think Tonks was Hufflepuff. She was a Hufflepuff, and she was one of the strongest Hufflepuffs out there. So was Cedric. I think Lupin was Ravenclaw, obviously an amazing Ravenclaw. Oh no, he was Gryffindor. Who was Ravenclaw? I don't think anyone was Ravenclaw. But yeah, you get to see all these characters who don't fit the mold, but they are still brave characters no matter what. So I think that's the greatest lesson to take away from the Harry Potter series. You want to do ranking? You want to do rating of it?
Okay. Part 2 of Deathly Hallows was a 9. Really strong conclusion to the story.
Yeah, I'd give it an 8 because I think my rankings would go Chamber of Secrets, Order of the Phoenix, Deathly Hallows Part 2, Sorcerer's Stone, Deathly Hallows Part 1, Prisoner of Azkaban, and Goblet of Fire. I think that's my...
Alright, so Order of the Phoenix.
Yes.
Sorcerer's Stone.
Okay.
Chamber of Secrets,
Okay.
Goblet of Fire.
Okay.
Wait, actually, let me switch. All right, Order of Phoenix, Sorcerer's Stone, Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Okay. Chambers.
A Half Blood Prince. Chamber of Secrets, Goblet of Fire, Prisoner of Azkaban.
Okay. Yeah. I think Half-Blood Prince would go above Prisoner of Azkaban for me then. I don't like Goblet of Fire. I think that's a really hot take, but I just don't like it. I didn't like it as much. Yeah. But do you have any final conclusions about the Harry Potter series?
I know there is a play. We both know there's a play.
Do I want to watch The Cursed Child?
But if you guys want us to see The Cursed Child
and Fantastic Beasts too, Beasts.
I heard it's kind.
I heard it's bad too, but we should watch it.
Yeah. Let us know. Then we'll take some time to watch Cat Speaks series and of the child.
Yes. But I think that's all for today's JP. Oh my god, it's fucking light.
I know. But we have more to talk about after all the Harry Potter stuff. Like Harbor.
Oh fucking Harbor. Harbor. It looked like a...
I know.
Harbor, huh? Oh yeah, we should talk about some gaming stuff.
Yeah.
Even though this is... obviously, I think Harbor... We played against a Harbor. At least... Did we play against... Yeah, we played against a Harbor, didn't we? We played against a Harbor. He wasn't that impactful. But granted, he's still a new character. We're still waiting for him. We're still waiting for especially pros to do something worthwhile with him, just because he's such an interesting and very strong hero. He's a very strong agent, I think. We just gotta keep playing around with him, seeing what he can do, what is possible. What's your thoughts about Harbor though?
Harbor, from his backstory, it was really interesting. Just because he's Indian, the very first Indian character in the game, the 21st agent. Really like his origin story, where he gets like his gauntlet, that can summon water, and with his abilities too, is really interesting. Because if you're a Viper main, you could do some weird shit with the wall.
Any controller main actually. So me and a Jack controller to play.
One more time.
Sorry. So me and Jazz are both controller mains. We both play mostly controllers. So we're both very excited for some Harbor stuff. Like still in the sun.
I
think we need to
be offset.
So we're both controller players. Jazz is a Viper main, obviously, and I'm more of a Grim Omen Smoke. I've even actually playing Smokers too recently. He's been playing a lot of Omen.
Yeah.
So we want to talk about that. How is playing controller like much more different from playing like a duelist or like an initiator?
It's just really a matter of where I'm smoking and blinds and teleport. I don't use it as much, but it's really interesting to like figure out which smokes to place in. Yeah, but once I can play Harbor, I can figure out when to use his orb or ult or his walls. I just really need to learn like the aspects of being a controller.
Yeah.
So I can like dissect and strategize on various maps in Valorant.
Yeah. So it's a good day to be a controller player. Obviously, I'm just excited to play this new agent in general. Valorant has been very stiff for me. Like I just haven't been enjoying it as much. Hopefully, with the inclusion of Harbor and just playing a bit more Valorant, I will be able to find that same love for I had back when we first started playing it. But I think I've been kind of busy with a different game recently.
Yeah,
motherfucking Overwatch 2, baby. You're looking at someone who's been playing Overwatch since 2016. I played. I think I played the first year or two of Overwatch 1. I played rank. I was a rank player. I was high plat to diamond, I think, before they began penalizing you for not playing enough. I was high platinum diamond in ranked. I definitely dropped off just because I just don't play enough Overwatch. I love Overwatch. I've been streaming it a lot, like pretty much almost every single day or every other day. Um, it's just one of my favorite games. I love it so much. Just not even for the gameplay, but for the story itself. Like you watched the Kiriko short, you
Yeah.
watched the Kiriko, and I honestly thought that I wouldn't be so impressed by it because I grew apart from Overwatch, and I'm not the same person. But then rewatching it, I'm like, shit's so good. I love how they included American. It was I think it was Japanese sign language too. Like it was actually sign language they use in Japan, and it was incredible because you get to see just how inclusive they're trying to be. Like how all these different characters are, how they work together, and like I just love how it feels surreal to think that like Overwatch 2 is back, and been playing it been playing it every single day, and I have so much. And you've been playing a little bit of it,
Yeah.
so you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so Overwatch, I seen games, I seen videos, but I haven't really played a game. For like the first Overwatch, I don't know, it was like $20 before the free to play aspect. So I was like, no, I'm not that interested. No, it's $20 of something. But once Overwatch 2, with free to play, I decided to download it, play with you, Starfish, Matt. It was really fun. It's really fun. I really like the character Lucio because it's just like I have the mindset of like when to heal and when to get away.
It's very fun to like wall ride, and like you get to just be annoying,
Yeah,
and his movement is impeccable, and it's he's a very forgiving healer too, because you can just like it's AOE, so you can kind of like all right heal, and then people will just gradually get healed for it, and fantastic. And of course his ultimate is really clutch. I love his ultimate.
yeah. I keep clutching up a lot.
You're very good at timing your ultimate. You're very good at ability use. Very good at timing it. But obviously, Overwatch is so fun. I've been playing a lot more, and I hope to continue playing it until I get sick of it. It's been a good break from Valorant. That's why.
Oh yeah. And then with Valorant, I gotta talk about my ace. Not one, but two.
Yeah, you got 2 8s. Let's go. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. All right. So the first ace I was playing with Matt and a friend of ours. We're in Icebox. We're taking B. So the first kill, it was so stupid of the enemy team because it was Sky with the Odin. He was looking the other direction. I have my ult ready. I say I'm just gonna pop it. And then I think the second one I just pick it off. And the third one I threw the grenade to the corner where most players will sit at their icebox. Got her. Then fourth one is play pick. And then the fifth one I almost whiffed, but my good old Chronovoy Vandal clutched it up. Yeah.
And your second one, which is I think the one that you're very proud of the most. So you want to talk about that?
Yeah. So many of you guys don't know, but I did a custom match with Dabin and his Valorant friends, and then I joined the party with one of Dabin's Discord members. So we we did split first, which is unexpected because we're a bit rusty on it. Then second map was Ascent, which we caught up on. The last map was Haven. Oh boy, I was doing so bad as Omen. But in that scenario, it was a 1v5 situation. So I pick up Phoenix, then jet dash up, but I kill her, but she was low. And then for Neon, she threw a stun, but I back up, and then I just push through. Then Chamber, which is actually Dabin, I pick him off. And then the last one, apparently Omen teleported to A. Thought was going to A, but I rotated C, which is a smart choice.
Yeah.
Then he smoked sight, and then I planted where next to the crate, going for C long.
Yeah.
And then I back up just to make sure that he goes the right way, or else I'm just gonna have to wait a bit longer. Then pick him up. Got an ace.
Yeah, that's good shit. As you see, it's a very exciting. It's been an exciting month over here for us. Harry Potter, new games, and it's been a very eventful month, and I think it's a very good month. I think.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we get to have a bit more fun with the year's almost over.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird to think about that. We're going to
2 more months.
we're going to 2023.
Yeah.
So, crazy to think about that. But anything else you want to talk about in terms of Harry Potter, Valorant, or
No, I think that's all because the majority is it's just Harry Potter.
yeah. But let us know what we should talk about next time, and then we could do maybe some more Harry Potter stuff if you guys are really into that. Definitely some Overwatch and some Valorant stuff will be coming up soon. But the new year's approaching, so new year means new episodes of the podcast, maybe some hopefully
newer guests.
maybe newer guests, yeah. We might start off with something very interesting. We're still working out things. We're still trying to see what we can do in terms of making each episode a bit more different.
Mhm.
But I'm always happy to do like stuff like these where we're in person because for one, it's easier for Pierre to edit all this.
Yep.
It's easier. Plus, we get to actually talk together. We get to hang out, obviously. So hopefully, maybe we can do more of these in-person stuff. And yeah, I'm excited for the new year or the next month's to new year.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to talk about?
Oh, but another episode for Hagrid.
Hagrid.
Ready.
Knife him.
Knife him.
Knife him! Fan him!
Watch out!
Oh.
Gotta go! Last player standing.
No.
Oh, wait.
You got this, Michelle. If anyone can do it, it's you.
See.
Hey, she can see. What? Yeah, if you do it, it's crazy.
30 seconds left.
Yeah. Throw smoke in there, knife him out.
Spike planted.
NT.
He was looking C long.
No way he went fucking.
Win.